Alright, so this customer had this issue where this was just spinning nonstop after a BIOS update. So let me show you how I fixed it. You can see right now it's actually starting up. Okay, so let me show you how I fixed this. I might not be able to show the full steps now because I already changed it, but I'll show you where I had to go. Okay, so first thing we're going to do, we're going to go in here. Let's go ahead and restart the computer. Normally you'd just be starting up your computer normally, okay? And then what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to press, where'd you go? I can't see, F10, okay? So you have to press F10 while the computer's starting up, okay? So just keep pressing F10, wait till the computer starts up, okay? And here you can see now we're in the BIOS settings, okay? So from here, let me turn off that. Okay, from here what you want to do is you want to go to configuration, okay? Then you want to go to UEFI HII configuration, all right? This Intel Optane stuff, rapid storage, is always causing issues. I hate this stuff. I don't know if it even really makes your computer that much faster, but all I see is it screws up people's computers. So let's just turn that off, okay? Luckily, this has a built-in way to turn it off without removing your data. So you press enter on this Intel Rapid Storage Technology thing. Okay, so right now here you can see it's showing non-RAID physical disks. What you would normally see here if it was still on, which I already turned it off, is it will show you like Intel Rapid Storage or Intel Optane to disable. You would say yes to disable that. It would say preserve your data. You would want to enable that, leave it so it preserves your data, and then you would have to go down. I think first thing it asks is if you want to preserve data, then the next one is like if you want to disable the Intel Optane Rapid Storage whatever thing, and then the next one it will show the option to disable. So once you set the data thing right and the disable, you want to go down all the way to the last one that says disable. It says it will take anywhere from a few minutes to a couple hours. So go down to disable, press enter, and then after you press enter on disable, you shouldn't be able to move anything. Like you won't be able to move the arrows up or down. That's how you know it's in the process of disabling. Once you finish, or once the disable finishes, it will show this screen. But if you pushed random arrows, like if you were moving it, it will end up on whatever screen that you were pushing the arrows to go to. Anyways, once that's done, all you want to do is click Save Changes and Exit, press Enter, all right, and then Save Changes and Exit, yes, and then your computer should hopefully boot up. If your computer doesn't boot up, sadly, your SSD's probably failed or something else is going on. Your OS got corrupted. So if that's the case, then yeah, you'll have to most likely replace the SSD. If your data is important, I would recommend taking your SSD out and then installing Windows on a new SSD, and then you can try booting your SSD to or with an external adapter. Or in worst case scenario, you might have to send your SSD to a data recovery specialist. If you need help getting one, the one I've seen that works really well, they're called $300 Data Recovery. They're in LA area. If you end up using them and it asks you where you found out about them, please put it's been repaired. That will really help me out, and hopefully that helps you out as well. Most data recovery places charge way more than them. This place again usually charges $300. If some special cases, maybe usually at most I've seen they'll add maybe another 100 or 200 depending what's needed, but I've never seen it gone beyond that. So yeah, hopefully this video helped you guys out. If it did, like, comment, subscribe. I wish I took a picture of that Intel Optane thing earlier so I could have shown it. I might have another video where I actually showed that somewhere that I did more recently. But if you want an exact example showing that, let me know, and I'll see if I can dig it up and find it for you. Alright, that's pretty much it. Hopefully it helped again. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share my channel with others so that they can learn how to upgrade, repair their devices as well. And if it helped you save a bunch of money, please consider contributing a little to the channel. Every little bit helps and allows me to continue making these videos for a living. Alright, if you can't help out that way, it would help a lot if you could watch a few of my other videos and then like and comment on those as well, because that's what the algorithm likes to see. I also have another channel called It's Been Reviewed and More. If you could subscribe to that one, I'm trying to get that to 1,000 subscribers. That would help a lot. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.